three of these women were originating from one place. It was this little town to the north of Correggio. And when police went to this little town, they discovered that these letters that were starting in this little town
because they was the
were
same
all
person
being mailed by the same person.
There it is.
And they
There
got
it
a
is.
physical description of this person
It's
who
her.
apparently
It's
was
her, isn't
pretending
it?
to be these three women. And the description was of a tall, handsome young man with dark hair and dark eyes. It was Giuseppe. After the police barged into Leonardo's house, they went straight to Giuseppe's room where they accused him of murdering those three women, and then they hauled him out of the house and brought him to the station to question him about where he dumped the bodies. When the last police officer left Leonardo's house, Leonardo walked outside and just stood there wondering what she was going to do. It was like she had done everything in her power to protect her son from this curse.
And her son
somehow,
was
this curse
a monster?
she knew had done this to
Curse
her son.
you,
And
Giuseppe!
so now she knew there was only one thing she could do. Without saying anything to her husband, she went inside, she got her things, and she began making her way to the police station. At this point in her life, Leonarda looked much older than her actual age of 46. She had very gray hair, her face was very wrinkled, and she was stooped over. And
she
was
looks like she's
carrying
70.
these charm bags and magical potions and little stick figures that she claimed protected her family. And so her overall appearance when she wandered into the police station
looked like a witch.
was that of a very frail old woman who was also very strange. And so Leonardo
she hit the nail on the head for a fucking
voice,
the witch.
She asked the attendant if she could speak to the detective who was
Sorry,
working
hold
on
on.
her son's
Gotta
case.
stretch.
And then a moment later, she was led into an interview room where she was told to wait. And then a little while later, the lead detective
Dead children
walked
tend to
into the
age you.
room,
That's, I mean,
sat
especially
down
10
across
of
the table
them.
from Leonarda, and he
10
said,
of them.
"What can I do for you?" And immediately, Leonarda said, "My son, Giuseppe, is innocent." And the detective,
she can say she killed him.
He was not remotely surprised. In fact, this is fully what he expected this conversation was going to be. He knew Leonarda loved her son very much, and of course she was going to say he was innocent. This is what parents typically did in cases like this. But the detective decided he wouldn't try to stop her. He would just let this very distraught mother kind of talk for a bit. He would tell her that he would follow up on whatever she was saying, and then he would drive her back home. But
God damn it,
this
Carrie.
detective was not expecting the things that would come out of Leonarda's mouth over the next couple
Please
of
tell me.
hours.
Please
In
tell me
fact,
that the
her
ladies were
story
not
about
actually in the
why
soap like I think they
Giuseppe
are.
was innocent was so shocking and so bizarre that the detective outright said, "I don't believe you. I don't believe this. This can't be true." And then other officers
is she gonna say something
called
like
in to
fairies or
listen to her
spirits or
story
something?
to see if they believed it. And they too said, "This doesn't seem real." But the police would follow up on the details she gave, and it all checked out. It would turn out, back in late 1939, on the day that Faustina, the first woman that Leonarda pledged to help in order to get the universe to save her son, when Faustina was set to go north and meet her future husband, Faustina stopped by Leonarda's house to say bye. And when she was in Leonarda's house,
I'm curious, were there
something
actually
very
anybody for them to go
unexpected
meet?
happened. When Faustina walked into Leonarda's kitchen where Leonarda was, Faustina was so excited about meeting her potential future husband that her hands were shaking and she was smiling ear to ear. And so
Wait, that she hadn't
Leonarda
met
said to
before?
Faustina, "Hey, you need to calm down." And so she handed Faustina a glass of wine. And so Faustina took the wine and she had a couple of sips of wine. And right away, Faustina started feeling dizzy.
This
and
is gonna go
before long,
well.
She was grabbing the table just to keep from falling over. It would turn out the wine was poisoned by Leonarda.
Okay.
And so Faustina, she's kind of looking up at Leonarda, and Leonarda is looking down at her, and she's got an axe in one of her hands. And she says to Faustina,
Sorry, I'm trying to
"I'm
scratch
so
my back
sorry."
right now.
And then she
back
winds up
itches.
and she strikes Faustina in the chest with the axe and lodges it in her chest. And so she lets go of it, expecting Faustina to die. She doesn't. Faustina's
You didn't
just
break the
standing there with an
sternum.
axe in her chest. And so Leonarda grabbed the handle of the axe. She pulled it out of her chest and then began wailing on her head over and over and over again until Faustina did fall to the ground dead. Then Leonardo lit a fire under her big metal pot
There's
on
a
the stove.
suspiciously large
And then
thump
she
on
cut
my back.
Faustina's body into 9 pieces. She drained the blood out of the body into a bucket. And then she chucked those 9 pieces into the pot on the stove and began to mix them with caustic soda, which is a powerful dissolving agent that's used to make soap. And then she boiled the ingredients, her body parts, and this caustic
There
soda.
it is. There it is, Oro. You were right.
Body
I was
slowly
right.
turned into this horrible black mush inside of this pot, and Leonardo was watching
How
this
big
the
was
whole
this
time,
pot?
and she just had a look of total disappointment as this was happening. And then at some point, she just took the pot off the stove and dumped the ingredients, Faustina's body, down the septic tank. And then Leonardo waited for Faustina's blood that she had dumped out to coagulate, which means it became semi-solid. And then she heated it up in the oven and then ground it into flour. And she would use that flour to make tea cakes, which she fed to her friends the next day, as well as her son, Giuseppe. Leonardo also asked her son to mail some letters for her from the little town to the north where Faustina had supposedly gone. These letters, of course, were written by Leonardo.
Did he travel there? Did the son travel there?
To give the impression that she was still alive and well. And Giuseppe, when he was
Soylent
told
Green
to go
is
mail
people,
these letters,
and so
didn't think anything of it. He was used to doing errands for his mom. Even though Leonardo basically got
I was
away
assuming a
with
Sweeney
killing
Todd situation.
Faustina,
Oh God, it's
her
worse.
plan
It's
for
worse.
Faustina had not really gone the way Leonardo
It's
had
much
hoped.
worse.
When she boiled
much worse.
Faustina's chopped up body parts and this caustic soda, they didn't really mix the way she wanted them to. Leonardo was convinced that the reason for this is because Faustina was too skinny, and so there wasn't enough fat on her body for the mix to be perfect. So Leonardo had come up with another elaborate story.
Yeah, cannibalism.
This time for another woman, Francesca, about
is
that
it cannibalism
job in
if
Switzerland
it's
she got through her mother's rich family.
blood
Of
flour?
course, none of that was
I guess
true,
that counts as
and
cannibalism.
when Francesca came by Leonardo's house to say goodbye to her, she was offered a glass of poisoned wine, and after she sipped from it, she became dizzy, and then Leonardo showed up with an axe and hacked Francesca to death. But again, when the body parts
I'm so
and the
curious,
caustic
was that the
soda were
goal
in
the whole
pot
time?
on the stove boiling together, they were still not coming together the way Leonardo wanted. And so again, Leonardo, with a look of disgust, just
Too
dumped
skinny,
the pot down
too
the septic
fat.
tank and wound
Just
up making
right.
tea cakes from Francesca's blood. Then the next day, she fed those tea cakes to her friends, as well as Giuseppe, and she also asked Giuseppe to send a few more letters from up north. These letters were, of course, from Francesca. Still feeling totally unsatisfied with how the last 2 killings had gone, Leonardo moved on to her third target, her best friend,
we got 5 minutes to the next ad break. Let me see real quick.
When Virginia came by Leonardo's house to say goodbye,
Here, let's snooze
everything
that.
went to plan. Leonardo was able to
We'll snooze
poison
it, 'cause then we'll be able to
Virginia.
finish
She
this
killed her
video
with
and
the
then
axe.
have an ad
She
break.
chopped her up, she put her in the pot, and this time the 9 chunks of her body mixed beautifully with the caustic soda. And so after adding a few
What did she
fine
do with the
perfumes
rest
into
of the
pot,
body?
Leonardo was finally able to create the thing that she had not been able to create with the other 2
yes,
women's
a
bodies.
decent bar of
And
soap.
that was a beautiful, rich, creamy bar of soap. She also, again, made tea cakes from Virginia's blood. That night, when Giuseppe came home, Leonardo demanded that she be allowed to bathe
The
him
whole
with her
there's no
magic
way she
soap,
boiled the whole thing. He
i.e.
just
the
said
soap
chunks.
made from Virginia's body, and so she did that. She scrubbed him with Virginia's body
that'd be
soap,
make
and then
so
while she
much
was doing
soap.
that, she fed him the tea cakes that were made from Virginia's blood. It would turn out Leonardo did in fact believe that in order to save her son from this curse, she would need to give something beautiful to the universe. And at first, she really had believed that the way to do that was by helping the people of
women all
Correggio
over
above
me.
and
God
beyond
damn it,
anything
Carrie.
she had ever done before. But at
No,
some
I've got
point
woman
during her
all over me.
interactions with
Don't you mean
Faustina,
women?
The first
No.
woman,
No, I
Leonardo
don't.
had decided that, you know what, that wasn't enough. She really needed to make sure that her son was going to be safe. And so the only way really that Leonardo could guarantee her son would be safe would be if she actually took a life and gave that back to the universe. That would save her son. The reason Leonardo wound up taking 3 lives and not just 1 life is because she also decided that as an extra protective measure,
an arbitrary
she wanted to make
standard,
sure that she actually bathed her son, literally, in the body parts and kind of essence of the life she had taken. And so that's where the idea of the soap came in. However,
That's
the first two
literally
women,
insane.
their body
That's
parts didn't
literally
mix
insane.
right, and so she couldn't turn them into soap. But then Virginia came along, and her body did mix into caustic soda, and so Leonardo was able.
I would be such a terrible fucking like interrogator or anything if I heard this story and then had to talk to the person. I'd like sit down at the opposite end of the table, look them dead in the eye, and go, "Are you fucking stupid? Obviously she's gone off the fucking deep end. But the question is to think that that's believable. Are you stupid? Jesus."
Able to make her soap. She was able to bathe her son with Virginia's body.
No, this wasn't a literal bloodbath. This isn't like Elizabeth Bathory level bloodbath.
She had done everything she could to protect.
So how good were the tea cakes?
Leonardo would ultimately be sentenced to 30 years in prison, as well as 3 years in an insane asylum, just as the fortune teller had predicted. Leonardo died
wait, there's
in
the insane asylum
when she was 76 years old. As for her family, they fled Correggio, and 3 of her children changed their names and vanished. And her prized son, Giuseppe, who she had killed to protect, had gone on to join the military, and he would go to war, and he either was killed in combat or simply changed his name and vanished as well.
Okay, so they don't know. Interesting. Just vanished from history afterwards.
If you got something out of today's episode and you haven't done this already, please go in to the Like Button's sleeping playlist and change the 4th song to the loudest death metal music you can find.
I'll go ask Astaroth about that.
And turn on all notifications.
Where's Asta when you need him?
Miss any of our weekly uploads. We have a podcast.
Asta, I need the most jarring, jaw-shattering,
brand new exclusive
death metal music you have.
Monday mornings, and on Thursday mornings.
Good night, pray, sleep well. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for self-care.
Of our best YouTube videos. Again, it's just called the Mr. Ballin Podcast, and it's available exclusively on Amazon Music. Consider donating to our charity. It's called the Mr. Ballin Foundation, and it provides support to victims of violent crime.
Give stock or crypto. Interesting. All right, guys, we got options. Mostly options. Do we want to go see the cave that was at the end of that Mr. Ballin video with Sam and Colby, 2 other dinguses that I could probably also call spectral and or paranormal twinks, that are basically 2 goobers that still dress and have hairstyles as if it's 2014. The monsters roam and the demons all feed. Oh, Jack, so wary. Welcome in, Raiders. Nim, how was your stream? I know y'all were chatting for a while. What trouble were y'all getting into? What shenanigans were you up to? Pardon me while I go close the tab. Go ahead and click that one. That one will do. I want to do just fine. Welcome in, Raiders. Those of you from Nim Stream who don't know me, my name is Martin, the Winkley of the Dark Carnival. I usually play games that are dark, spooky, terrifying, or just whatever my little inclinations decide to grab onto. Today is Murder Monday in the midst of the marathon. We're down to just under 9 hours. It was good, to be honest. We were just chilling. That's what I've been doing all day, too. I've been doing that like the last 3 days, honestly. Today's Murder Monday, so we were watching some Mr. Ballin videos about various murder cases, true crime, all that jazz. One of the videos we watched is actually, you can see the line here, is the Bell Witch haunting. At the end of it, though, which he never talks about, is he talks about a cave that was on the property. So I was like, what happens if we look up if there's any videos about the cave? And we found Sam and Colby to make fun of. Anna Markey came over and we talked about Australian snack food, among many other things. Did y'all have another conversation about Vegemite? Be honest with me. Did y'all talk about Vegemite? How sweet American sodas and candy are. Also the recent discussion on the announcement on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Okay, I know. Yeah. I can guess what the discussion is on that game. It's going to be dumb. It's going to be real dumb, too, when the game comes out. Y'all better buckle in. You're going to get the worst discourse from the worst kinds of people. It's about to be real bad. Real bad. Turn that off. That's a lot of extra space. People are stupid? Yeah. Yep. That can just finish it up. People are stupid. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the semi, but also not fully, historical game. It's fine though, guys. Welcome in. Nim, if you need to get a snack or anything, I was actually about to run an ad break because I snoozed it before because we wanted to finish the video. I think we are going to do the Sam and Colby nonsense. Because why the fuck not? But I decided not to buy a new Assassin's Creed after Valhalla. I have never... Say, have I ever paid for an Assassin's Creed? I think I paid for Brotherhood. Either that or it was a gift. I don't remember which. Let me see real quick. We still got 3 minutes, so we'll actually vibe out for the timer. We'll do a couple minutes into the video, I think. I like Valhalla. I think I was given Valhalla. I think I have it on the Ubisoft store. What is that? Not the store, the Ubisoft program. The one that I never download unless I'm playing Rainbow Six. I'd never download that shit unless I'm playing Rainbow Six. Here's a reminder, Toy Story came out 29 years ago. Fuck you, Delta. Fuck you. Stop it. You already made me feel old by telling me Pokemon Diamond and Pearl came out 18 years ago. I mean, has Ubisoft ever came out and said that the Assassin's Creed games were true? I mean, Assassin's Creed 2, you fist fight the Pope in a spaceship? That's hilarious. No, it's not like it. They usually dip into like historical accounts. And in this case, the shit that people are going to scream about is somewhat historical. And you know people are going to say the worst fucking things about Yasuke. So, great. Standy. I came out 20 years ago. Oh my God. Y'all are just saying the off-the-cuff shit now. Hold on. Jeez. That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking the wording on that was. I was like, And that's the other thing I was thinking. And that is Ubisoft is working on a remake of Black Flag. Why? Why are they working on a remake of Black Flag? Is it because they realized it was the last good Assassin's Creed game and they want to make people understand that it's actually bad, so they're going to make a worse version? Or, hold on a second, or we're going to end up with something worse in the case of... Where is it? There it is. This piece of shit. This piece of shit. Their quadruple A game. Disgusting. Disgusting. Stop disappointing people. Also, wasn't Skull and Bones supposed to be the best part of Black Flag? Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, indeed it was. It's okay when Japan and Netflix do it, but Ubisoft does it and everyone loses their minds. I prefer the Misfits. What do you mean? Best-selling game out of the Assassin's Creed series. That makes sense. Stop disappointing people. We don't own our games even though we buy them. Yes, they did try to pass that thing that even though you like downloaded a game, you don't own it. Or like, no, it was the CEO, I think, like worded it as something like consumers should get comfortable with not owning their games. And everybody was like, it was basically just gets a pop-up. Everybody hated that. Everybody hated that. The failed high-res Sea of Thieves. It's not even that. You don't get to free roam. The only part that you get to free roam in is the like lobby, technically, that basically functions like a main menu. And then everything else is you are controlling the entirety of the ship. It is nothing like Sea of Thieves, nothing like Assassin's Creed, except maybe the ship combat. And even then, the ship combat was better in Assassin's Creed. Hell, the ship combat was better in fucking Kingdom Hearts. I remember people making videos on the comparison of ship combat from Skull and Bones to every other game that has ship combat. And I always remember the funniest one being Kingdom Hearts. We're also about to have an ad break, guys, so I'm going to hit the bathroom. I'll go ahead and start the music. We will start the video after I get back. But it should start any second. Let me see. Yeah, it's stuck on ad starting soon. Ad starting soon. Ugh. Here's the countdown for a timer. And nothing. I'm going to pop up when that was announced. If purchase isn't ownership, then piracy isn't theft. Exactly. Exactly. Go piss, girl. Go piss, girl. But I'm waiting for it to actually start. It's, I don't know. I don't look forward to anything Ubisoft makes anymore. AKA Goobisoft. Oh my God. There it is. There's the ad break. All right, guys. I'll bring up y'all's iPad. Have fun. I'll probably let it run for, I think, 2 rounds because that'll last longer than... All right. Make sure it's on autopilot so it doesn't actually stop. And I will be back in just a minute. All right. Sorry about that. I ran to the bathroom and then I was like, I'm hungry a little bit. So I went and got a pickle. Well, like a pickle spear, not a whole pickle. Pickle spear. Another one sounds nice, actually, but I'm not. Not this time. Pickles! Nah, I already ate the pickle. I ate it in like 3 bites. I just like how salty it is, okay? It's so delicious. All right, after this round, I will put it, I can actually turn off autopilot right now. Hers. What's a pickle spear? It's just when a pickle's been cut into like quarters or like 6. For some reason, they package them and call them pickle spears. All right. pack you away. Don't forget the music. And who's ready for more twinks that aren't twins? Picked up some, wait, dill pickle hummus yesterday? I don't know how to feel about it. Is it dill pickle hummus or is it dill hummus? Like, I can understand some hummus that has dill on top of it or mixed in with it, but I don't think there's pickles. Is there? Hold on, now you have my curiosity. We have the entirety. Well, there's recipes, but I don't see products. Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay. Apparently, so okay, so we have a different group here. Do we want a Gamba? Do we need a Gamba? Do we want to see if they break out something like the Spirit Talker app? Cold opening, maybe? No, that's what it seems like, actually. You may be right. But if they were smoking, then it would be high footage. True. Do we Gamba? I think we Gamba. Do we want to place a Gamba on if they break out, like, a paranormal app? Both Necrometer and Spirit Talker would count. Do we want to? Or... You know what? I know what the Gamba's gonna be. I know what the Gamba's gonna be. Let's go with... This isn't poll, right? This is prediction. We can do prediction. Oh, I gotta slide it because it's... Actually, there's already one. All right, we'll set it to... We'll go 2 minutes. We're gonna make it short. Even though this is a long video. Actually, no. We'll make it a little longer. All right. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna change the words in here. Just leave it as both of those. Okay. All right. That's gonna be the Gamba. That's gonna be the fucking Gamba. We can only Gamba with the new hunters. Our usual hunters are too predictable. Yeah, that's kind of that. You are kind of right about that. You are kind of right about that, Sunstar. Thank you for self-care, too. Maybe I should. It'd be pretty easy to make fucking Internet Paranormal Investigator bingo. Okay, I may do that someday. We could do it. It does sound like it could be fun. All right, we good? Let's see. Some people are gambling. Oh, definitely already at 5.6K. Oh, do y'all remember when you watched the episode of Twin Paranormal on the Queen Mary? The ship that's been anchored and is a hotel? An active hotel? Conjuring cabin looks like a cabin straight out of Red Dead. It's not the Conjuring cabin. The Conjuring cabin is a bit more modern. So I don't know why they keep bringing that up, but this is the Queen Mary. We've seen the Queen Mary on this on our streams because we've watched the Twin Paranormal episode of them being there. It's literally an active hotel, and they don't shut the hotel down for these investigators. It is almost guaranteed to be a person fucking with them. Even more so because it's the Queen Mary and it's a business, they have a financial incentive to do it. For like, maybe if they have like an employee stationed nearby through a thin wall or something to make these knocks, or even just on a floor above or below them. Yeah, an active hotel that's docked. And not some dick messing with us off screen that they may not even have anything to do with. Especially because it's a business with a financial incentive to make it seem more haunted, because that's just good tourist pool. I'm gonna have a conniption. I'm gonna have a fucking conniption. Jesus H fucking Christ. 550% off, apparently. Fucking hell. That man's got a Tamagotchi. Ugh. They weren't joking about it being exorbitantly expensive, but not $3,000 expensive. Also, anybody want the instruction manual for $26? I feel a little vindicated right now that I remembered those details properly. That it was from the 80s, only sold like a year or less. And then these guys over here saying the exact same things that I've said about it the whole time, being fucking, it picks up voices that weren't there. And these guys being like, that's a good thing. Is it? Is it a good thing? Are you certain? You see, I mean, if you just took a few capacitors off a modern day recorder, you could probably achieve the same effect and mark the video with DIY ghost equipment. Yep. We'll take a quick pause really quick. I will get you the iPad as well as the music. All right. And I will be right back in a minute. Exactly. Oh God, nature. What happened? What happened? What did you do? Where am I? Who are you people? What was the question again? What was the question again? Hi, Gons. Hola. All right, what happened? Nobody died? Everything's fine? Ganon is missing still, apparently. I think we are all good. Welcome back from the ad break, guys. Are we ready to get back to Sam and Colby? And this nightmare fuel? In a different kind of nightmare fuel? When you're in a situation that's too stupid to comprehend? All right. There's still, God, 22 minutes in this. Isn't featuring the boys. No. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. Messenger. Oh my God. The Bell Witch forgot to log off with MSN Messenger. They're now talking to her over a bad connection. Oh, dear God. Not the MSN Messenger. Not the MSN Messenger. Okay. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it for tonight because we have 7.5 hours left, which is just 30 minutes under a regular window, which means tomorrow, when Ganon gets to pick whatever nightmare fuel we're diving into, we get what would basically be a full day, unless y'all decide to, I don't know, drop a gold block or something. Hi, Aeon. What are you up to? We're just packing up. And I'm Ultra EB. I'm Ultra EB. Am I going to go to bed early tonight? Probably. But am I going to bed right after stream? Absolutely not. It's fucking too early. But, oh, what was I talking about earlier? Oh, I need to go over clips. I need to go over the videos from the last couple days. I'm playing some Minecraft, but I want to say hello. Well, it's nice to see you, Aeon. Let me see here. What do we have? What do I have to raid? Let me close some things. I'm gonna leave that open. And we will see who is live. Moth Mallow. Oh, you're so cute. All right. Red is playing Voices of the Void. Visceray is playing Crow Country, which we're playing Wednesday. So I don't think we're going to go with that. Seggy's playing Balatro. Yes, Sunstar. Go to sleep in like 3 hours. Oi what? Oi what? Oi vey? Oi vey? Oh my god. All right. I think we're just going to raid red. All right. I think for our raid message, we will go with... We're going to go with not like this. And the raid message is going to be... There's a witch in my cave. That's what we're going to fight. This is so stupid. I don't know why, but that came to mind. And my brain was like, this is it. This is the raid message. Wait. What am I ignoring, Sunstar? Very important. So what are... Oh, prediction result was no. They did not say anything. I got it. It was not... There you go. Okay, y'all are faster than me. It was no. They never said it. The closest thing we got was Shapeshifter, but they said it once in passing. So I don't think it's the same. But guys, we will be back tomorrow, noon, CST. If you haven't, I recommend joining the Discord. Because we're probably going to be doing a movie this coming Sunday. But until next time, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being awesome. And thank you for enjoying the marathon. Stay out of trouble. Good night.